Today on Hoovies Garage, I am taking you to a dealers-only wholesale auction. Behind me are about 200 of the finest rejects from the big franchise dealers here in town, and this used to be my old stomping ground when I was a full-time used car dealer. From time to time, I still attend the dealer auctions, buying a car or two just to make an Acura payment or kill some downtime between my new career.
Things have never been the same for dealers since the Cash for Clunkers program destroying every car worth under $5,000. And the rise of the buy here, pay here style phenomenon. This shock to the market shot wholesale prices to ridiculous levels. Another massive shift came when new car dealers realized what they were missing with cheap used cars.
In recent years, new car dealers have realized that used cars can be huge profit centers, so they keep any car that is worth keeping. The exceptions are ones with higher mileage, and that's what I tend to focus on, is Japanese cars with higher mileage. And then I know why it's here, because like this 2005 Toyota Camry with 170,000 miles on it is just a little too high for them to keep. When I see another 2005 Toyota Camry with, say, 90,000 miles on it, my guard goes up because I immediately think there's a reason why they don't want it on their lot. So it's like your own little game of automotive CSI, getting inside the head of the previous owner as well to see why they traded this car in. Is it because they wanted something new or because they needed something new? So everything seems perfect with this Camry. It is the ideal choice as it has zero leaks, zero problems, and I know it'll sell immediately.
If I can get it cheap enough wholesale, which is a tall order for something like a Camry, the most popular car in America. For every nice Camry, there are 10 junkers, some of which should require a hazmat suit to sit inside.
This is the highest mileage car at the auction of today, a 1992 Pontiac Bonneville with 334,000 miles. It might be a record for a 1992 Bonneville. The question is, will it start? Nothing.
This 2005 Hummer monster truck looks like it was designed by a 5-year-old with crayons, but according to the history, at least 7 people previously thought it was cool enough to buy.
So this lifted Hummer has zero power steering. Man. I'm not sure if the brakes work either. Why don't we take it for a spin? I never really understood the Hummer H2. Okay.
With the brake pedal becoming totally useless, I limped the Hummer back and moved on to another lifted truck equipped with a notoriously horrible 6.0 turbo diesel under the hood.
Rolling down the street in my 6.0, blowing a head gasket needing a tow.
Finally, I came across another prospect, an adorable little 2007 Honda Fit with 154,000 miles.
Now for another shakedown cruise. I find it very important that if a car has a handbrake, you need to test it. A lot of you are probably thinking that I'm a complete idiot for driving a car like this that isn't mine. But the truth is, you have to. They encourage you to drive the heck out of these cars to make sure you want to spend as much money as possible. I'm not the only one doing this. There's plenty of guys around me power sliding, slamming the transmissions into gear, that kind of stuff, just to see if there are any serious problems.
With 2 now on my list, I began sifting through more rejects. And you wouldn't believe all the trash and personal items people shamelessly leave in their trade-ins.
Melissa, what is the matter with you? Oh my God.
The most common item left in a car is a CD, which was the case with this 2004 Volvo XC90.
Johann Sebastian, you're a very talented dude. I'm keeping this. Thanks, previous owner.
Of course, the Volvo had serious issues like nearly all Euro imports at sales like these, so I moved on.
Finally, something I can get behind, a 2002 Chevy 1500 four-wheel drive with 176,000 miles. And it does have a little bit of rust here and there, but the interior is really clean. They weren't hunting in it or hauling dogs. And it drives super nice. It's tired up. It's ready to be somebody's little four-wheel drive work truck, high school kid, that kind of thing. Doesn't break quite as good as the Fit.
With the auction tomorrow, I returned home to research pricing and jam to my new tunes.
Last night I looked at book values, auction comps, and similar vehicles advertised for sale on Autotrader.com and other sites, and I've decided to spend no more than $3,000 on any of these cars. Of course, I'd like them for less than $3,000, but that is the most I'm willing to spend to where I can make enough money to make my first NSX payment.
I parked my Lincoln and arrived to furious bidding action underway. The Camry was the first car across the block. I was victorious, buying the Toyota for $2,700. Next up was the cute little Fit. All looks great here as well, until a last-minute bidder ran the price up just over my maximum budget. That left the Chevy Silverado, and the seller clearly wasn't interested in any bids for under $3,000. The truck never got a bid and was shooed away. With no other cars on my radar, I paid for the Camry and took it out for another shakedown cruise.
At $2,900 with fees, I'm very happy with the Camry. It should give many more years of good service to someone, and I make a small profit selling it for around private party value. I paid well over trade-in value for it, which maxed at $2,500, but that's the reality of the wholesale market. Buy here, pay here dealers love cars like these and pay a lot more than trade value for them because they will last throughout their high interest loan. Tax return time is especially lucrative to them because they can collect a large down payment, minimizing their risk and offer a 3-year, $300 a month loan that eventually makes them $10,000. And of course, I have to make sure that every car that I sell comes with a strong handbrake. And I'm open to throwing in some really good music.